This is the only way God could purify the mess we made on this earth. You know how badly our land is polluted? The air, the water. The water is almost undrinkable. That's where we're getting most of our diseases from. That and the land, or even the air. You get all kinds of cancer from the air we breathe. So this hot lava is going to take care of all of that. It'll totally purify everything on this earth. Of course, all the flesh is going to go. I'll be dead before, and all the saints are dead before, so we don't have to suffer in that second death. And neither most of the people, because they already died in the past, and whoever's left will have to endure this ending. Got to end it somewhere. Why not? Why not now? So it looks just to be a matter of years now before the end comes. There's already evidence of some crazy stuff happening to the crust of the earth now, and so I'd say in another next year or 2 or 3 years you're going to see a lot of things developing. The seismologists will notice that something's happening to this earth. But you know what's going to happen? Nobody's going to pay attention. They haven't listened to seismologists since it existed. They haven't listened to a prophecy or anybody since they existed. So why does it matter now? No, it's going to be like the days of Noah and the flood. Everybody will be just partying and playing along, and the end's coming. So when the end does come and everybody's burned up, dissolved in the hot lava, then we will have a change of the earth. Now what happens to us? Well, the flesh is gone, of course. We're just a bunch of atoms stuck together. That's all we are. What you see. Okay? But that's not us. We were created in God as thoughts, invisible thoughts. So we get to live forever. We're eternal. We never die. All the Bible stuff was talking about the bodies, the sinful bodies, and how they're going to be ground into this hot fire, and that's all that is. Our bodies were sinners, not our soul. Our souls will be free after we die in flesh. Even the worst of criminals, even a serial killer, when his body dies, it's all over. He's free to go. The law stayed. The penalty of sin is death. There's no more penalty after that. After he dies, there's no more penalty. It's just death. Death in the flesh. Once he dies in the flesh, it's over. He's free to go. He's free to live. So, they get to go live in paradise with the Pope, with all the presidents, with all the saints, and the prophets, and Jesus. Everybody gets to go to paradise. Not just bad people. That's just what the religious people wanted to tell you. Because they elevated themselves above everybody else. They were sinners. They were sinners, and they pretended they were better than everybody else. They had everybody fooled. They made a lot of money on that deal. So anyway, that'll all be over with. We're all going to paradise to live forever. Now I could describe paradise for you, but nobody's going to remember. We're all going to lose our memories before we go there, because God doesn't want us to remember this. garbage we lived in here. He only had this age, like I said, to find his people for the new government. And the rest of it, he doesn't want anybody to remember. So we all go live in a new world forever. That's what he made us for. He made us for paradise. He didn't make us for this world. And so I hope you can see the plan of God here while I'm talking. It isn't as big a deal as we all make it to be. It's just that God is big. You know? He made us all. He did what he wanted to do. We can't change a thing. We just have to learn to live with it. He loves all of us dearly. He won't let one of us get hurt. Not one creation, not one little tiny thing of God's is going to be destroyed. So give him credit for something. Give him some of your love. You don't have to hold it all back for yourself. He's a wonderful God. And he loves you. He's made a paradise. He's making a paradise for you. And you're going to live forever in a place that you can't imagine. It's so much better than this world that we have going. Can you imagine a world without war, without crime, without hate, without racism? Being loved all the time by all your neighbors, by your husband or wife, your children, constantly loving each other. All the water you can drink for pure water. We'll have hot tubs everywhere because after the earth is leveled or redone, it's going to be level. No mountains, no oceans. So we'll all have plenty of land to live on with hot tubs, because the flood, believe it or not, was the reason for this hot lava boiling over. Pressure got too much on the mantle underneath the crust, and because they didn't, no more pressure vents, it wasn't enough, so they built up a pressure under the crust that got to be too much, and this is what's going to explode out of the mantle and cover and absorb the crust of the earth. So then when you get to the new mantle, there'll be lots of these little potholes of vents, and they'll be full of water, fresh, clean, hot water. So we'll have all kinds of hot tubs to enjoy, and that's what our life will be. We won't have to work for another man, because God never wanted us to work. We'll have gardens, lush gardens with fruits and I don't know if we're raising vegetables. We probably don't even eat much. So our bodies will be different. They won't have to, put it this way, we're not going to have plumbers in heaven, in paradise. There won't be any house building. There won't be any business at all. God's going to supply everything. Our food, our water, our homes, everything, our thoughts, our love. There isn't anything that we're going to produce. That's how much God loves us. Thank you.